All right, coming at you with a nice evening practice, and we'll move through a gentle yin practice this evening. I'm Danielle and Kyle is here again tonight. So let's have some fun. Have a block maybe nearby, or a bolster or a blanket. We'll start seated, so crossing through the legs as available. Sitting nice and tall, relax through the shoulders, close down through the eyes. Drawing a complete breath all the way in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, all the way in and all the way out. Mindful of your surroundings, inhale, reach the arms out to the sides and up to the ceiling. And exhale down in front of the heart. Inhale, open it up, reach it up. And down in front of the heart. One more time, reaching up. And in front of the heart. Then let's reach back up to ceiling, breathing in. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches over to the right. Nice stretch through the side. Root down through your left hip. And then let's inhale back up through center, both hands to the ceiling. And then left hand comes down, right hand reaches over. Long and strong here, root those hips. And let's come all the way back up through center and over to the right. Maybe your right elbow moves slightly closer to the ground. Maybe your chest can open a little bit more, and maybe looking up towards that inner left elbow, reaching those fingers away. Breathing in when you're ready, we'll come all the way back up through center. Left hand down, right hand reaches over. Take your time. Smooth and steady with the breath. Maybe that left elbow touches the ground, but maybe not. Maybe you can look up to the inner right elbow and reach those right fingertips. Root down through the hips. And then let's come back up over to the right one more time. Get a nice long stretch here. Notice the inner space that's already opening up for you. And then come back over to the left. Smooth, steady cycles of breath. And then let's come all the way up through to center, both hands to the ceiling. And exhale down in front of the heart. Relaxing through the hands when you're ready. Just gently gather your legs together, lean back enough to let the feet come out in front, give the legs a little shake. And from here, we'll start with the legs straight out in front. So you might need a garden mat under. We can go sideways on the mats. So you might need a garden mat or a blanket folded up underneath your hips. Gently breathing in, just sit tall, press your palms into your legs, straighten your arms. And just think of your heart moving slightly forwards. And then slowly maybe you can fold forwards. Hands can stay on the legs, or maybe they come out to the sides and just land on the ground. Think of your heart moving forward, avoiding rounding through the upper back. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you can close your eyes. See where you can soften just a little bit more. Relax through the eyebrows. And slowly, when you're ready, start to lift yourself up from that forward fold. Just sit tall for a moment, breathing in. And then breathing out, just sweep the feet over to the left in a deer pose. The left toes can point behind you or out to the left. We're aiming both sit bones on the ground. That may not happen today, so if there's a lot of tension in the hips, send some support like a folded blanket underneath your right sit bone. And just pause here, sitting tall. And on an exhale, you could stay right here, or if it's available, walk the hands forwards into a nice little fold with that upper body. The head can just relax down. Doing your best to keep those sit bones pushing in towards the ground. That belly anchors in towards your spine, and the hips anchor in towards the ground. Smooth cycles of breath in and out of the nose, continuing to soften here. Nice and easy. Start to press up into a seat if you're in a fold. Take your time to lean to the right so we can sweep that left leg straight forwards. Right sole is to inner left thigh. Sitting nice and tall here on a breath in. And on the breath out, just walking those hands forward and taking a gentle fold again here. And relax. If you can, keeping the breath in and out of the nose, pressing the tongue towards roof of mouth with kindness to allow that breath nice and smooth in and out of the body. Maybe your heart can move a little closer towards your left foot. Maybe you need to back off a little bit, whatever it is you need. Moving nice and slow from here, starting to sit up from your fold. And we'll shift into pigeon pose. So leaning to your right just enough to sweep that left leg back. We'll go sideways. So that left leg comes all the way back. Hips are square. Now if your hips are tight and you're leaning over a little bit to that right hip, that's okay. Just work the action of your left toes tucking so one day your hips can be square. From here, get nice and open through your heart. Hips and chest are square, and then that chest pulls forwards and down on the ground. Maybe your elbows come down. Maybe your head comes down, but maybe not. While we're in this nice sleepy pigeon, make sure there's no tension on your knees. Be in the space where you can settle in, because we'll be here for a little bit of time. Notice the balance across the front of your hips. See if you can keep it nice and even between right and left side. Notice your breath slowing down. When you're ready, nice and gently start to press up. Use your hands to help you. Take your time. Gently adjust your hips so you can lean towards the right, and we'll sweep the left foot forward. Now right and left soles meet together in butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. You may still have support under your hips. Knees are wide, hands could be behind to help draw the heart forwards, or hands could come in front and gently we relax here. Close the eyes if you can, and just stay nice and calm with the breath. allowing it to move slowly in and out of the nose. Notice the outer edges of the feet as they press together, allowing the outer edges of the legs to come closer towards the ground. Slide your belly button forwards a little bit, anchor those sit bones to the ground. Draw your belly in. Complete cycles of breath in and out. Soften the eyebrows. Take your time gently, coming all the way up. Lean to the left just enough to take your right foot back now in deer pose on this side. So left sole to the right thigh, right toes point to the wall behind, and we sit tall here, maybe using some support under that left sit bone if you need. Pausing in this place, or if it's available, walking the hands forwards and down to the ground. We'll be here for a little bit of time. And this side might be very different from the other side. So letting go of any judgment and just simply be in your body today, wherever it may be. Notice the hips. Anchor that belly towards your spine. Soften through the face again. Coming all the way up if you are folded forward. Take a moment to lean over to the left so we can sweep that right leg forwards, nice and straight and strong. Left sole to the inner right thigh. Sitting tall here and folding forwards on an exhale. Hands just walk forwards. Upper body softens to the place you can be on this side. And aiming for that softening here. No forcing, but gentle breath allowing you to relax into the space you are. Avoid any rounding of the upper back if you can, and draw your chest to your toes instead. Nice and easy, coming all the way up on a breath in. And from here, leaning to the left so we can find that pigeon pose on this side. So the right leg sweeps all the way behind. We can go sideways on our mats. Again, working the hips square here, being where you can. Drawing a full inhale. And on exhale, taking that nice rest forward. So make sure there's no discomfort on the knees at all. If there is, back up. You can always do that deer pose for a little bit longer if you've got some tension in the hips today. If you can, close down through the eyes and just notice the balance across the front of your hips. See if your heart can open nice and bright. Smooth, steady breath in and out of the nose. Notice all those spaces that are slowing down inside. Taking your time, nice and easy, starting to come all the way up. Use your hands to help you. Eventually leaning over to the left enough to draw your right leg back forward. We'll sweep it all the way straight ahead and then lengthen the left leg beside the right. So both legs are straight out in front again and taking a gentle fold here. Hands could be by the sides or hanging onto your legs, whatever feels easier right now. See if you can breathe in towards the back side of your lungs here. And then nice and easy, let's sit all the way up. Left leg stays straight. The right knee bends to step the foot to the outer side of the left leg. From here, we're sitting tall. Use your left arm to hug your right leg and twist your chest over to the right, taking your right hand behind you. So we'll stay here for a little bit. If it happens to be available, you could take a moment, undo a little bit so you can bend your left knee and the sole of the right foot stays rooted down on the ground, and then you could hug the right leg with your left arm and find your twist here, okay? So both variations are fantastic, just honor what your body needs today. If available, but no pressure, that left elbow can come outside your right thigh, palm up like a little stop sign, and we just pause here in this twist. And it can be a bit challenging to breathe fully here, so it's really best to slow down, back off a little bit, less is more. Notice what's happening with that big toe on the right foot. Is it still pushing down to the ground? There should be a little bit of a hugging sensation towards inner thighs. Sit even taller. And gently come all the way back to center. So your left leg, again, it could stay straight. The right leg is stacking on top now with the right ankle released and relaxed out to the side. If it's available, your left knee can stay bent, so you're in cow face pose, Gomukhasana, or known as shoelace in yin. Both sit bones are onto the ground. Sitting nice and tall here. Let's reach both hands up on a breath in. And on a breath out, right hand down, left hand reaches over to the right. Enjoy that nice long stretch. And then let's switch, come to the other side. Left hand reaches down to the left, right hand up and over. And then coming all the way up through center. And then let's take hands down in front of the heart and then down to the ground. If available, gently folding the upper body forward. Use the hands to support you here. And again, remember that left leg could be straight. It does not have to be bent. Notice your breath slowing down. Nice and easy on a breath in, start to come all the way back up. Leaning back just enough to undo through your legs. Give them a little shake. And then right leg lengthens out, left foot steps across to the outer side of that right thigh. Maybe the right knee bends in, but no pressure, okay? We're twisting to the left, right arm hugs that left leg, left hand comes behind the body, maybe right elbow comes outside left thigh, right palm up like a stop sign. Pushing into the big toe of the left foot, find that gentle hug towards your midline. And just sitting tall, allowing the breath to soften you into place here. Maybe sitting a little taller. And then take your time nice and easy to come back to center. And then that left knee stacks on top of the right leg. Again, your right leg could be straight, the left ankle is relaxed outside the right hip. If available, your right knee is bent. Being here, both hands reach up on inhale. Starting to the left, left hand comes down, right hand reaches over. Get a really nice stretch here, rooting the hips down. And then let's go over to the right, right hand up, left hand over. Enjoy all that space. And then coming all the way back up, both hands to ceiling. And then down through heart center, and we'll bring the hands to the ground in front. And just gently hinge forwards from here. Hands support you as needed. You may prefer to sit up tall, depending on what's going on with the hips today. Make sure there's no discomfort in the knees. Relax through the face and the shoulders. Continuing to just settle in here. Nice and easy. Start to lift yourself up, getting nice and tall, leaning back just enough to undo those legs. Give them a nice little shake. And then open the legs wide. Maybe some padding underneath your sit bones. Hands come forwards, or they could be behind, helping you sit tall here. Making sure the thighs and the shins face the ceiling. Take your time when you're ready. On an exhale, gently taking a fold forward. Maybe forearms come down to the mat. Relax through your head, but avoid rounding your spine. So draw your heart just gently forwards. Starting to really enjoy that quiet from the inside out. Maybe your heart could reach a little further forwards, or maybe you need to back up a little bit. Honor your body. We're still here for a little bit longer. Nice and gently on a breath in, just start to bring yourself up. Be really gentle with yourself. Take the hands to the inner knees. Lean back enough so you can gently bend through one leg and then the other. Give them a little shake. Relax forwards onto your thighs when you're ready. Okay, sitting up. You may need your block for this one. We're working on hero's pose. So you may want to start in a child's or a tabletop pose. And if you have a block, you could take it between your feet. Alternately, if you have a bolster, you can sit it down between your feet. So you can lay your sit bones on that block or bolster, keeping your thighs together, okay? So we'll be here just for a little bit of time, using bolster, using block as you need. The feet are just outside the hips with the tops of the feet on the mat and the soles of the feet facing the ceiling. So again, those thighs are together, palms onto the thighs, and just close the eyes as you sit tall. Feel the sensation of your hips sinking. Relax through your jaw. And when you're ready, circle the hands all the way up to the ceiling on a breath in. And interlace the fingers, palms face the ceiling, breathing out, reaching up, another inhale. And then reach over to the right, exhale. Inhale through center. And to the left, exhale. All the way up through center and down to the heart, exhale. Full breath in. And breathing out, gently just draw your hands forward, shift your hips up in a table pose. If you were using a prop at all, just set it aside. And then nice and gently lay your forearms down and lengthen your legs back down to the ground. Just a Sphinx pose for a moment. We won't be here long. Lifting chest up, elbows are rooted underneath the shoulders. Drawing a complete breath all the way in and out. One more breath in here. And then just breathing out nice and easy. Relax all the way down. Stack your hands. Let your forehead rest down on your hands. Breathing in and out here for a moment. Full breath in. And full breath out. When you're ready, take your time, reach your right hand forward, left hand helps you roll onto the back. Bending through your knees, soles of feet on the mat, shoulder blades flat, hands by the sides. Press into the feet, lift the hips all the way up, nice easy bridge pose. You could stay here, or if available, wiggle those shoulder blades closer together and interlace fingers behind your back. Think of the eyes of the elbows facing each other and moving your pinky fingers towards the ground. Drag your heels in the direction of your hands. Stay strong through the body. One more breath in. And breathing out, take your time, slowly release through the hands, lower the hips all the way down to the ground. Draw the knees gently into chest, give yourself a nice hug. And then one final happy baby, elbows inside the knees, hands come to the outer edges of the feet. Wrists are in front of the ankles, soles of feet stack above the knees. And the knees draw towards the ground. Soles of feet are flat as if we were standing on the ceiling. Close the eyes if you can. Draw your hips nice and level to the ground. Maybe your chin slowly pulls towards your throat. Breathing in and out. Nice and slowly release, relax, give your legs a nice hug. Again, maybe rock side to side. And then eventually just lengthen those legs all the way down. Final Shavasana. Arms and legs are long, hips and shoulders are balanced. Scan through the body. Notice all those spaces of softening. Relax through the skin. Soften through the muscles. And feel the bones sink heavy into the ground. Nice and gently, on a breath in, mindful of your surroundings, just reach those arms overhead. Take a nice little stretch. And then knees pull into chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And roll over to the left side of your body. Use your left arm as a pillow. Hang out here just for a moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Pressing up into a seated position when you're ready. Whatever is comfortable for you. Palms come into prayer in front of the heart. Just close the eyes for a moment. Notice how you're feeling. And we'll draw just one breath in of loving gratitude into ourselves. And a full breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. And thank you for our lovely yin practice this evening. Namaste.
Namaste.